Hey guys, this is Resh here, and today I have a very special guest with me. He is 001 in Team Resh. 001. All right, let me share with you something. Marc Teo, right here, is the very first person I thought of. He was the very first person I thought of when I thought of creating Team Resh. Guys, I don't understand. I hope you guys understand how big that is. I hope you all understand. Like, guys, I know many very talented people. I know many people who are absolutely amazing marketers. I know many people who are absolutely amazing investors. But this man right here was the first person I thought of that came to my mind when I thought of building an empire, when I thought of building $1 billion business empire. This one guy, all right? And you all must, there's a reason why I chose him, right? Like, guys, I just want to share with you all that he's been running with me since day one, right? Like, our friendship goes back way back. Like, we work, we were from the same junior college. He knew me back from when this was nearly how many years ago, bro?
Well, I think like 10 years ago.
Nearly 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, right? I knew him, and he was one of the first few people who actually supported me on my journey, right? Like, so what happened was this, just a quick story. At 19 years old, I basically had, I think I created my first investing class, and he was one of my first students, right? Like, so he has seen me grow since I was literally starting out, right? Like from the army all the way till today. And right now, he's basically working directly together with me to build this empire, right? So he is, in Team Resh, he's very, very simply the marketer behind everything, right? He crafts the emails, he crafts the copies, he does all of that stuff as well. And he's the best, guys, he's the best at executing. He's the best at implementing. He's the absolute best. Guys, I do not say this lightly. I do not give out recommendations lightly. And when I do, I mean it. Right? So if that's not enough to edify, let me tell you one more thing. Let me tell you one more thing about this guy. Right? Like, seriously, man, his attitude, right? His attitude towards success, his attitude towards achieving freedom for himself is unprecedented, is unparalleled. All right? Like, seriously, man, he's created this movement called the Master Implementer Movement, all right, which is very, very simply behind, he builds a tribe of people, and he constantly reminds them to implement. And guys, I cannot stress enough. You see, a lot of people are flooding themselves with information, but there are very few people who implement, all right, people who seriously implement. And Marc Teo is a master implementer. When I tell him to do something, guys, he is on it like King Kong. He's on it like King Kong, and that's Marc Teo for you. All right. So I think I talked too much already. I want you to listen to him. Right? I want you to listen to him. And Marc, thank you for coming on, and thank you for trusting me. Or thank you for running with me over the years. Like, it's my greatest and deepest honor and pleasure. And bro, like, I thank you, bro. Thank you for trusting me, man, over all these years.
Nah, it's my honor, man. Like to follow you and of course to see your growth over the years. Like, wow, like I'm lucky, man, that we decided to talk. I think the first time we ever like spoke proper about like business was like in Starbucks. We were still wearing our army uniform, all of us in Yishun. I still remember, and it's been a long time, right? 10 years already.
Yeah, dude. So can I ask you a question, man? Like, why did you initially, if you remember, why did you initially take the step to say, hey, let's go with Resh, let's learn from Resh, and why did you do that? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, man. So I think like I was doing my army days. I think you're in army. I was in army, right? I had quite a bit of free time, and all I wanted to do, right, at that point of time, right, was to set up this simple online e-commerce store. Like, it was my first time, right? I knew nothing about business, and what was I doing, right? I was just asking people to like, hey, can you help me like the page? Right, I still remember I Facebook messaged you, right? I didn't know you much, but I was trying to get people to like the page. We're like, hey, I realized you're interested in business and investing and whatever, right? Like, how about we just meet for coffee? Right, how about just meet for coffee? And I think what happened is we met. I still remember it was Starbucks, right? It was still so fresh. You were still wearing that grey color uniform, right? And then we just started talking, man. And you introduced me to like, hey, I'm going to conduct a free class on investing. We'd like to attend and all. And the rest is history, right? So that was where it got started. Like, I wasn't like that into business, everything. But I think what really attracted to me, right, to you, Resh, was like your energy. And I could definitely feel that you were sincere and wanted to help. Right? I think that was something that I could feel, and that's why I just like, yeah, go and learn and whatnot, right? So that's what started everything, man.
It's interesting what you said, right? It's all about energy, right? So again, you follow people because of the energy, because of the vibes they actually put out, right? There's something that you cannot hide, correct?
Yeah, you can't hide that. There's something you feel, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's something you feel, and honestly speaking, I think as participants and everything, I believe you guys are actually watching this video because you guys sense energy, right? Energy translates across languages, it translates across borders, it translates across nations. That you agree with that, bro?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Something you feel. You can't like someone can say like two people can say the same thing, but you can feel totally different. Obviously, people feel it from you, man, which is why you have built such a great big tribe, right? And not just people, not just for the rah rah, right? I mean, that's one thing, but for the fact that people actually got achieve actual freaking results, and that's why you are where you are today, man.
Good, Mark. But here's the thing: I'm pissed off with you, man. I'm pissed off with you, right? And the reason why is
Yeah,
because, like, I remember teaching you for, when you were 19, and then suddenly you
yeah.
fell off the grid, right? You fell off the grid.
Mm.
You didn't do anything for so many years. You're just procrastinating. I don't know what you're doing, man. Like in university and wasting your life. Like, tell them about the story and why did you waste so many years?
Absolutely. So I can share a quick story about like ever since like we went for like I attended a investing class, right? I think the first big conference we attended was Millionaire Mind Intensive, right? I think it was a big event, right? And I think after that we had a conversation, right? So at that time I haven't started university, right? So I remember I was walking with you to the train station. I was just saying I do what I wanted to do in the next 8 months and all, right? And you just told me one thing, right? You didn't say much. You're like, go and join a sales company, right? And that's what I did, right? I was like, oh, join, okay lah. You tell me join, I join, right? So I joined, right? And that was literally like you had to knock on like you go on the streets, right, to ask people for like donations, everything, all completely licensed, of course, right? And that got me started, right, into the whole world of business entrepreneurship, right? So that's stage one. The first 8 months of my life, I developed so much. My communication skills went up like crazy, right? And we can talk more about that later, right? So what happened is after that, I went into university, right? Went to university, right? And nothing against university and whatnot, right? Because they do teach stuff, they do yeah, right? But in university, right, there are two that the people there, right, are mainly focused on two big things, right? Firstly, most of them are focused on having fun. Nothing wrong with that, right? Having fun, they go to the orientation camps, they have their night cycling, they have their suppers, right? A lot people just focus on having fun, right? And I did, right? I joined the dance club and everything, right? So I say I'm like I wanted to do have fun as well, right? The second group of people, right, Resh, were people who just wanted a job, right? The majority, 99.9% of them, right, were just there focused on working so freaking hard, right? Intelligent, hardworking people, right? They were just looking for a job, right? And obviously, right, I think something that you know absolutely well, right, is that you are who your environment is, right? You are the average of the what you hang out with the most, right? And obviously, after a while, right? Yes, I was into entrepreneurship, I was into investing, I still did a bit here inside. I still watched Gary V. I was still into the world, but obviously, the things that I did, the things that I implemented, right, were all to do with having fun, right? And studying for that good job, that good grade, right? So my results were pretty good, was pretty decent. And yeah, so that was the 3 years, right? I kind of fell off the bandwagon, right? Like you said, which is why you're pissed off. I actually understand, right? And it was only like what happened after, right? I think a few months after I graduated, right? I got into the tech startup entrepreneurship scene, right? And slowly, right, I found my way back to you, right? Through the whole funnel hacking life share everything. So that was the whole
And
period, right?
he
Yeah.
was
So I
last.
worked hard for sure.
He was like a lost sheep. He was a lost sheep. And then finally, he came back. He came back. So that was Mark. Absolutely amazing. And guys, it brings back memories, man. That was
Yeah.
by the way, that was my first job. My first job was canvassing on the streets, asking for donations.
Mm.
My mom always asked me like, "Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, you're going on the street asking for donation, coming back home." Right? And honestly,
Yeah.
I think I quit after like 1 month or something. Like,
Oh, 1 month. I didn't know.
I think so, man. I think I quit after 1 month. It was kind of scary, lah. But anyways, that was crazy, and yeah. So I asked Mark to join. I learned a lot, right? I learned a lot because
A
it was
lot. Yeah.
about getting rejected. It was about learning how to close sales, all that stuff, right? So I asked him to join, and he did, right? And one thing about Mark is this: his attitude. Let me just share with you all. When I asked him to do something, he don't even question. I do not believe that. I don't think there was even one time where he actually questioned me. There was never once. When I tell him to do something, he will just do. Correct now, bro?
Yeah, man, and I can count like so many things, man. I don't think it's an understatement to say that you influenced a lot, a big part of my life, right? Whether is it business, investing, personal development, and I trust you, man. I trust you, which is why I decided to just go all in like on whatever you say. And yeah, so it brought me good results, right? So nothing to be sad about, man.
Yeah, dude, absolutely amazing results, bro. Absolutely stunning results, right? And the breakthrough, the major breakthrough happened in which year?
I would say the biggest breakthrough was 2019, right? It was just last year. It was just last year, man. And
Tell them,
um,
the one event triggered it. Share with them about the sharing, right? Like what happened?
yeah, the Funnel Hacking Live free sharing, free session, free sharing, right? I still remember I remember it was full already. I still remember it was full, and I went to message you like, because I felt like I wanted to, right? So the quick story, right, was I think like just a few 2 weeks before that. I think 2 weeks before that, right? The story was basically I was just walking home with my girlfriend, right? So Sharon, you know her, and she was asking me, man. She was asking me like, hey, where should we go for our end of year holiday? Right. So I was telling her we were together for quite a while. I was saying, hey, I think we can just go to like Malaysia. Like I think we have to save money, right, for the future and everything, right? And so what happened is she wasn't angry, right? She wasn't angry. I could see she understood why I said, hey, I don't think we're going anywhere far away this year, right? But one thing I knew was that she was a bit sad, lah. Obviously, Malaysia. I mean, like nothing against it, right? But it's so near, right? And I think that night that triggered something in me, right? Triggered something in me that you mean I've been working so hard, right? I went to the top one of the top business schools, right, around Singapore, right? It's meant to be exclusive and whatnot, right? I worked my ass off. I got pretty decent results. Right? I worked on a good job, a government related role, everything. But like shit, man, like I still have to like settle for an end of year holiday in Malaysia. I think that didn't sit well with me, especially whatever I knew back then, right? Knowing you and knowing how far you have gone since then, right? Speaking overseas, investing, business, right? And so I told myself like I had to go and like attend that sharing, man. Like I didn't even know what Click Funnels was. And when I went to that event, right, yes, the information was good, right? The strategies, the information was good. But I think one thing that struck me, right, Resh, was the people in the room, right? The people in the room, was a small room, people were squeezing, right? People were standing up and everything. But the energy of the room, right, was something that was like, shit, man, it's not something I see every day. People were driven, people were motivated, people were like high energy, right? And like after that, I think before I had a conversation with you, right? I think dinner we had, interestingly, was with Gabriel himself, right? It was crazy, man. But like what I realized that the people there were like 6-digit business owners, they were top investors, they were like experienced. So I was like, shit, man, like I want to be like them, right? I want to be like them. I knew I sit at the front, everything, but I knew that there was something that they had that I didn't, right? So it was after that night. I still remember I had supper with two of the friends that I dragged along with me, right? Instead of having dinner, I dragged along to the event. I was like telling them like that night, things were going to change, man. Like I told them, and that was the breakthrough event, the breakthrough evening that I had that got me to where I am today.
Oh, dude, sharing, right? So what he did in terms of what he did, he attended the event. After that he started posting stuff. He took a picture of us. He posted up his notes, and and he started getting traction. He started getting traction.
Yeah.
And he started building on that. And then tell us about the Tony Robbins victory.
Oh wow! So the whole Tony Robbins victory was it's damn interesting. So okay, so I'll tell you the few parts of the story. So the first part, right, was obviously I learned about ClickFunnels, everything. I joined the group, so I just tried to immerse myself into the whole ClickFunnels environment because I wanted to learn more, like to be more like them, right? And there was an opportunity, right, to apply to be a ClickFunnels, to be the affiliate to partner with Tony Robbins and two big titans in the space, right? Russell Brunson and Dean Graziosi, right? And so when I just opened the application form, I was just scrolling through Facebook. I didn't think much of it. They asked this question, right? Like, what is the size of your following? Right, I was like, I chose a minimum like 0 to 500 or something like, or like it wasn't even a number, right? But part of me, I was like, just whack it, like I mean, like even if they say no, never mind lah, like just whack it, right? So that was stage one, right? The next stage, like, I got in, right? I freaking got in, right? But when I went to the Facebook group of all the affiliates, right, I realized that those were people that I heard about for a long time, right? Louis House, Brandon Burchard, Billie Jean, right? Those are big guys. So another limiting belief in my head was like, who am I to kind of like compete with these titans, right? But obviously, I just went all out. I just went to whack. I just went to try, right? I think I messaged you behind about it and everything. I was like, I just whack and see, right? And like I did a few things, right? Very very quickly, right? What I did was first I just shared like free notes of the 2 hours free sharing that they were doing, right? I started going on Quora, YouTube, Facebook comments. I did very unorthodox strategies which wouldn't be able to work today. But I just went, right. I didn't even know about rules, right? I just went whatever I did, right? And I think like 1 or 2 weeks after the launch, right, I had a notification, right? I had a notification on my Facebook from the affiliate group, right? That I was like, I think number 36, right? I thought they had a freaking big mistake. I thought there was someone else named Mark. I think I was the only Asian, right? The person in Asia that was there. I was like, what the shit is going on? right? So I
How many
logged into the
sales
affiliate
do you get?
dashboard,
How many
right?
sales do you get?
In total, I had like I think about 40 sales,
Wow. And you generated how much?
about 50K in income, so about 100K Sing dollars in revenue, right?
Wow, dude. And
Yeah,
this was last year, right?
it was last year May. I think that was just like 2 months after attending a sharing, man. It was a
Wow.
very short
He
period
guys,
of time.
he literally, after my sharing, he came for that free sharing. He got so
Yeah,
inspired. After 2 months, he generated close to six figures in revenue, right?
revenue.
Like, it's
Yeah.
insane. It was insane. And then I think sometime, when did I give you the call, man, to quit your job and come join me?
Yeah, so I think the big combo came before that, which was that I remember I was having dinner with you at International Plaza, right? So I think I was just trying to catch up with you and whatnot, and you're asking me, hey, how was the whole KBB thing, right? Because I think we didn't talk for a while. Then I was like, I don't want to lie, but I was very paiseh. The only person I told at that point of time was just my girlfriend, but I couldn't believe
Uh,
the result. I thought I'd get zero, right? So I was like saying, oh, I got like number 35, like everybody lah. I think you went mad. I think you went crazy. Like, dude, like, freak, like, what the hell? Why you never tell people everything? I remember you went to do a video on the spot to share with your followers, right? And that's that's what happened, right? And I think it was only like 1 or 2 weeks later, we had another dinner just to come together to catch up and chit chat. And you offered me the role, man. All right, I was it the same meal? I kind of forgot, but it was all a blur, man. But you
yeah.
offered me the role,
So let me tell you,
yeah,
let
and
me tell a story. Let me tell you a story.
okay,
Very simply, I was like, hey, Mark, he was working another job in another firm or whatever. So I was like, hey, dude, like, come on, man. You need to learn new skills. Like, let's bring you to the next level, right? I told him, hey, next year, we're going to go to Funnel Hacking Live together. Like, together, we're going to
yeah.
go. All right, come, quit your job, come join me. You want or not? What do you think he said? What do you think he said? Obviously, he said yes, lah. Huh? Obviously, he said yes. He quit immediately. He's like, okay, Resh, let's go. Right? Because why? Mark just says yes to everything that I ask him to do. He just says yes. He quit his job. He came. He joined my team. He became a marketer. And tell them how important that skill was, bro.
Oh, that skill, like even when I first joined, it wasn't what I was thinking, hey, can I be like a coach or whatever? But you were like, it's a marketing role. I was like, yes lah. So I just went in. I just went, and it was so freaking helpful. Like, firstly, obviously, the company helped so much, right? They entrusted me, they empowered me, even though I'm not someone with like years of experience and whatnot. But they empowered me, they entrusted me, right? They gave me so many learning opportunities, right? And in a short period of time, right? Within a short period of time, I was managing a 6-digit ad budget, right? And like right now, like as in working with you, everything like pushing out so much, right? With whatever we have achieved over the past like 1 month, right? Of this interview, that's crazy, and it would have been possible if I didn't say yes, right? That few months ago, and yeah, it changed my life, right? And right now, I know that if I
I
can,
want to share with you something. Sorry, Mark is directly responsible for generating over millions of dollars, guys. He is directly responsible for running the campaigns, the ads, which have generated millions of dollars. Do you all understand that, guys? Like, I'm just the face, but everything that goes behind goes through because of this one man. Right, this one guy understands how to make millions. He understands the process behind everything. I'm just the mouthpiece, right? But everything behind goes through this one guy. He's vetting, he's everything. Guys, you all don't understand. I'm going to tell you something right now. This dude, Mark, right here, he's going to be the nation's best marketer. People don't know his name
wow,
yet, right? People don't know his name yet. But this guy is going to become the nation's, oh man. No. He's not going to become Singapore's best marketer. He's going to become one of the world's best marketers. He's going to become the world's best marketers. Guys, you all see. Guys, you all don't understand, man. His copy, the way he writes his emails, the way he builds his funnels, the way he implements it relentlessly. It is next level, guys. You all will see. He will be the best in Singapore, and some say the world. The world. Right? You all just watch and see, lah, guys. Marc Teo. Remember his name, Marc Teo. Right? Seriously, guys. Watch out for him. Bro, next year, Fun Hacking Live. I know this year you came along together with me. You helped me take photos
yeah,
on the stage collecting the $1 million award.
yeah.
You were down there, you were like, I was like, Mark,
Hiding
take
one
the photo
corner.
for me. Take the photo for me. Allah, your photo's like shit. Huh? Take photo. Huh? Right, I was just shouting at take photo. Bro, next year, right? Somebody else take photo for us. We're gonna go on stage together. Sounds good, bro.
Sounds good, man.
Right, dude. I think the 7 digits is already achieved already. Let's go for the 8. Let's go for the 8 figures, man. Shall we do that?
Absolutely, man. Right.
What's the end? What's the not? That's not the end goal, man. Within maybe within a year, maybe 2 years, let's go for the 100 mil, bro.
Absolutely, man. 100 mil.
and we will be the guys from Singapore. We will be the boys from Singapore who go on stage and be like, hey, oh, yay, whoa, let's do that, bro.
I feel you, man.
$100 million, guys. Why not dream big? Correct or not?
Absolutely. I think one thing you taught me was really to dream big, man. Like I think that's something you created in me, right? To think big, right? And not to like limit myself, right? Like in whatever you have done, like whatever you showed me, right? For sure, man.
Hey, I'm telling
It's
you.
not. Yeah. Sorry, can I add in something? It's not just. It's not just like personal achievements, right? Like two common. I think that's great, right? But I think one thing you have really taught me, right, Resh, is about the giving portion also. I think it's not just about like giving big, right? It's not just about receiving, but also about what you can give, right? It's about thinking big when you give. So I think like very quickly, like even last month, right, when I was trying to do a fundraiser, right, like I raised about $4,000, $5,000, and I was like, hey, wow, that's pretty good, right? In the past, I could have never done it, right? But like right now, I see what's freaking possible. You did 200K in just 1 week, right? Like you've taught me to like think so much bigger, right? Not just in terms of like receiving, like achieving success, and everything, but in terms of giving. And I think there's something so freaking important because obviously you also know that the more you give, right, the more you receive, man. Like it sounds cliche and all, but definitely it works, man.
Guys, this is what my mother taught me. This is what my mama taught me. All right. She always taught me ever since I was a young boy. She always taught me, son, the more you give, the more you receive. I'll tell you a story about my mother. My mother always taught me, she brought me to church. Right. She always tell me, son, when the giving basket comes, you never leave it empty. She always tell me, she always tell me, I never forget. She always tell me, when it comes around, you never leave it empty. You better put something inside, huh? You better put something inside, huh? You better, huh? You better. She always tell me that, She always tell me that. And that's always ingrained in my mind, right? Always ingrained in my mind. And I've never left a giving basket empty ever since. I've never done it. I've never done it, right? Why? Because my mother has trained me. My mother is the one, my parents are the one who brought me up and instilled this giving, instilled it again and again and again and again. And guys, I'm just a byproduct of my parents' blessings in my life, my parents' prayers in my life, every single thing. All right. So, bro, again, the reason why you're blessed today is because, hey, there's mommy Resh and daddy Resh, right, who are behind me and supporting me and everything. So again, all glory goes to God. And thank you for being the
Absolutely.
team and everything, bro. And Mark, I want to share one more thing, bro. One more thing.
Sure.
Good. Last week I think was the biggest week of our lives.
Yep.
Right? We did the Extreme Health Summit. Again, that's just the start of an entire empire. All right. Like that was
Absolutely. Yeah.
right. Like, but bro, tell me, man, bro, like what was your biggest lesson from last week?
Wow. So I think it's something that I haven't really like shared like openly or publicly, right? Like it's like some people say, oh, it sounds cliche and all, but I think it's about thinking so freaking big, right? It's about knowing how powerful you can be, right? So if it, like I tell you something. So actually, I invested in the program, right? So Resh, I invested like last week, right? Also, I invested in a program, right? This business copywriting program, right? For 1,000 USD. Right, and so when you asked me to help out those extreme health summit, it was so short notice, right? My head was like, wow, shit, man, I'm gonna waste that money, right? Right. But the thing is, like, dude, like, yes, I didn't attend and whatnot, but whatever I did during last week, like you said, it was the biggest like results of our lives, man. And it's like I was, like I was really like good enough, right? I was really powerful enough to really like execute and to work that part to achieve whatever results that we did, right? So I think that's something that I have to constantly remind myself, right? Which is that like I'm freaking powerful, right? Obviously you are, right? Like everyone knows that, but at least for myself, my own internal self-talk, right, was that like I'm good enough, right? As obviously I can get better and whatnot, but I'm definitely good enough to achieve the kind of results that I want. So I think that's something like I had in terms of like my internal breakthrough, man.
That's great, man. Guy, you all must understand, my team, again, we have breakthroughs every time. Every week, we break our limiting beliefs, we break records, we shatter records, and every week we get better and better, guys. We get better and better. And I always ask my guys, I always tell my guys, dream bigger, think bigger, give bigger. The most important thing, give bigger. And every week we'll see breakthroughs. Every week, guys. We'll go from $1 million years to $1 million months to $1 million weeks to $1 million days, right? Dude, I'm saying this with all certainty. I'm saying this with all
Yep.
due respect, right? And the reason why I say this one more time is because God is behind me, right? Like I'm getting these crazy visions, and I see a big vision, man. I don't know, right, Mark? And you are part of that vision, right? You're part of that vision, right?
Thank you.
When I asked God, I said, who shall be my team? And hey, you were 001.
001.
001, bro. You were 001. So again, like, I think that's really, really important. And bro, thank you for being you. And one more time, guys, please follow. So guys, how can they get in touch with you? Like, what's the movement? How can they get in touch with you and stuff like that? Let them know.
Absolutely, friend. So I'm the most active in on Facebook, right? So Facebook, my personal profile, can add me, right? So it's facebook.com/Marc Teo with two O's, right? You can check me out. I can put the link in the description, right? So that's my main one, right? But obviously, I'm also I have a Telegram chat, right? So I'm model after you, man, right? But model after you, you have Get Cash with Brad, I Bucks with Mark, right? So I'm pretty active there, my channel as well. And yeah, those are the two main channels you can find me, man.
Fantastic. That's absolutely amazing. Make sure you follow this man, because this man, I told you guys, I told you, the best marketer. The best, the greatest you will ever see. You will see, guys. I'm telling you. Remember his name, Marc Teo. Ah, man, I'm getting goosebumps, bro. I'm getting goosebumps. Anyways, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I hope you found inspiration in this video. I hope you found, you dreamed bigger. I hope you want to dream to give bigger. I hope you found yourself. Oh man, I just hope you really grow, man. I really hope you grow. And that's my one wish through creating this channel, the Extreme Wealth Business Channel. Again, guys, thank you. God bless. Signing out, Resh and Marc Teo 001. Let's go.
Nope.